Here's what non-spicy readers need to know about Written in Red. Book Court is now in session. Written in Red is book 1 of the Others series, written by Anne Bishop. Meg Corbin is a blood prophet on the run from a former owner, and she seeks protection from an unusual source, the inhuman Others. Surrounded by shifters, vampires, werewolves, and elementals, she should be safe. But one of her prophecies indicates that isn't the case, and her new life will be cut tragically short. This book has no spicy scenes. There is, however, some spice-adjacent content. This is a book that is written for adults, so it doesn't act as if the spice stuff is non-existent. For the most part, all of this adjacent stuff is non-explicit. For example, the shifters, when they shift back and forth from human to their animal shapes, they are clearly not clothed. Right? It is said that they're not clothed, but that's usually made clear by the reactions of other characters and not because their body parts are described or anything like that. So, non-spicy, still adult. Language is rare, but it is strong. So there is some strong language, like very strong language, like think F-bomb, but it is uncommon, like it doesn't happen very often. You might be interested in this book if you want spice-free adult urban fantasy. You might also enjoy this if you like a neurodivergent coded FMC. Meg Corbin isn't explicitly stated to be autistic or ADHD or anything like that, but she is described as a Phoebe by other characters because of the way she acts and her behavior. If you don't mind the occasional strong language and the idea that this spice adjacent and spicy stuff is not treated as if it's non-existent, then you might enjoy this. You might not like this book if you are sensitive to the occasional strong language and some violence and some gore type stuff. As someone who doesn't like horror, I would say it has some occasional horror elements. But again, I'm not experienced with horror, so take that with a grain of salt. You might not like this if you struggle with the idea of watching a character work through activities of daily life. Specifically, a character who has not experienced these activities of daily life before. The female main character has led a very sheltered life and has had most things done for her. So she is experiencing most of this stuff for the first time, and therefore there's more description about it than there would be for another type of female main character. Tropes in this include, but are not limited to, found family, slow burn, and when I say slow burn, I mean 5 books worth to get to a kiss. Prophecy, vampires, shifters, and cop titles. I would say that City of Bones is pretty similar. But also House of Earth and Blood for the sort of urban elements. I really like the unique twist on supernatural elements. I think it's really interesting. I love the sort of context of this book. Humans are not the dominant species in this world. And I think that that is really interesting. I also think that the blood prophets are really unique and fascinating. I didn't like the strong language, but overall, I love these books. I read this whole series about once a year. So my overall impression of this is very positive. So my verdict is, maybe you should read this. This court is now adjourned. If you like this evaluation, review, whatever you want to call it, I have a text version of it on my website. You can get access to that by signing up for my mailing list. And I will be doing the second book in this series next month. Please follow, sign up, let me know if there are any books you think I should do, and I'll see you next time.